Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. My God, I literally want to pull, just stick a fork in my eye. I watched the press conference where I thought things had changed. And I'm going to say Jerry Jones has now disappointed me because we're back to Jerry Jones defending all of his moves and not wanting to pay anybody and sounding actually kind of bitter about, Dak Prescott getting hurt, about, even kind of throwing Micah Parsons under the bridge and saying, it's water under the bridge, maybe 2 years you play good and so on, throwing Terrence Steele and Diggs, basically saying that maybe we shouldn't have paid those guys and so on. That's the chance that you take in football. What's your option? I'm not going to pay anybody? I mean, literally. And I had hoped to get more of Brian Schottenheimer. But we do have some notes from this. The things that I wanted to hear is I wanted to hear Schottenheimer. I really just don't want to hear Jerry and Stephen Jones with their excuses on paying people or not paying people, although when asked if Tyler Smith, any discussions on that, and his response was, who said that we haven't had some discussions? And, of course, he's got his fallback that it's a two-way street and the players have to be motivated to get it done as well. And when asked about David Magenta, if Jerry has talked to the agent, Stephen Jones came to his rescue and basically said, well, very rarely does Jerry Jones talk to the agent. He talks to the player. I'm the one who talks to the agent and so forth, and says that they've got a good relationship with David Magenta. So I don't know what that means. He kind of hinted that it was hinted. I thought it said Hurts there in my notes because I should have been a doctor of my handwriting. Hints that they've talked to Tyler Smith about a contract extension. But listening to Brian Schottenheimer, he said, Mozzie looks good. That's the best news that you could get, is that Mozzie looks good because we're going to need him to. His mantra will be compete every day. Let me give you the best part of the press conference that I enjoyed, and I'm working on uploading basically about 40 minutes of it, and it's not easy. It's not easy, but let's get this tape in because this is actually really good of Brian Schottenheimer.
Personally, what does it mean to you to be on the eve of your first training camp as a head coach?
No, I'm just thrilled, man. I think why? The people I get to do this with day in and day out, Stephen and Jerry, the entire Jones family, you take these couple weeks off, right, and everybody kind of goes all over the map, and then, you're about a week or two away, you start realizing, like, man, I really miss the guys. I miss CD. I miss seeing Sanborn. I miss seeing those guys. And then you start shooting them texts, and then you kind of you work yourself into a frenzy. The excitement and the man, I can't wait to get started. So. Again, just thrilled to get started. It's going to be an awesome camp. We feel great about where we're at. And truly seeing these guys makes me feel like the luckiest man in the world that I get to lead those young men.
KJ Doyle, KRGB, Coach Schottenheimer, you heard just a few minutes ago, Jerry talk about how he feels like you've earned this opportunity. And what does the support that you have from him kind of mean to you, and how are the emotions kind of different heading into your first training camp as a head coach rather than an assistant on the staff?
That's a good question. Number one, the support from both these guys has been amazing. We've had some incredible conversations going back through the interview process and then through free agency and the draft. And I will piggyback off what Jerry said. I mean, the give and take is outstanding. How does this player fit? What's the role? Those conversations happen 24/7, and that's been awesome. And just in terms of this opportunity, do I think I deserve it? Absolutely. Do I think I'm ready? There's no question. And it can't get here soon enough. I guess it's here, but to get in front of the players and get started a little bit later today is going to be great.
I look real closely at and shot his case, but I looked real closely at the incentive to do everything he possibly can do to help our Cowboy fans, help us have a success. And he's got so much riding on him. He's got that dad in the sky. He's got his mom. He's got family. But more important, he's got a lifetime of work. So when I go into anything, I want to know what they've got at risk or what they've got at stake. When Johnson and I got together, okay, I knew exactly what I had at stake. Okay? When he came, we were probably 6 months before we ever did a contract on his salary. And he brought staff with him. Because my point was that was an incentive for us to do everything we could. And we did reach out stuff. And by the way, unbelievable, this guy was sitting right there. And then, look, Jimmy told me one day, he said, you're a pain in the ass. But he said, I could work with Stephen for 20 years. And so the other thing I've got to remind everybody here is that from day one, this guy's been sitting there, and other family members that I have just like him. We have evolved to this particular point. So it's not just me.
I'm sorry.
But it is we. And the other thing is that at the end of the day, I believe it is the best way to win a Super Bowl. I believe that.
Jonah,
Javad, WFAA, quick two-parter. I guess I'll start with Jerry because Tim.
We're not getting any more, Jerry. It's. I'm sorry. Listening to Jerry is getting to be more and more painful, and so on. Yeah, here it is. We're talking about winning Super Bowls, and we haven't won one in 30 years. Yeah, but I will say that Brian Schottenheimer, after watching that whole thing, Brian Schottenheimer gives me hope. That's the bright star from the Dallas Cowboys. Stephen and Jerry are still doing Stephen and Jerry things, and I'm not sure that any of it has anything to do with trying to win the Super Bowl. Jerry seems like he's more mad than anything else that he missed out on some money last year paying some guys. Stephen, I think he's just happy that he's got a job. But you can see Brian Schottenheimer is invested in winning. All righty, good people. As always, I appreciate you all. And I got some more work I need to do. I've been up on a roof, and it's been hot. But I got Jay Tuck tonight, 7 o'clock. So hope you guys tune in, and I'll see you guys there.